Okay, team, welcome to our weekly team Zoom. Today is April the 3rd, and we're just coming together to chit-chat and share ideas and things that we've learned. And this week, Karen Fowles is going to share with us. She and a couple of her affiliates went to a training in Ohio that Barb Miller put on. And Barb Miller is a super affiliate on Judy Stallings' team. And so they're like sidelines to us. And so Karen went to an opportunity meeting on Saturday and then a full training that they had on Sunday. So it was really nice that Barb Miller let people come to her training and stuff that are outside her team. So Karen has all sorts of great info that she's going to share with us. So Karen, I shall pass it along to you.
Yeah, the funny thing is when I walked into that meeting, the first day, I ran into 3 people that I had been in a network marketing company last year, or a year and a half ago, I would say. And it was funny. I walked in and they go, "Oh, hey, I know you, and I know you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know you guys." And it's funny, we never connected. You know, I had no idea they were in. I thought they were still doing meetings in the other, anyhow. It was just strange. So, yeah, Barb Miller, they were very welcoming to us, you know, not being exactly on their team, but still under Judy. So I got to say that everybody was real nice, welcoming us and letting us hang out there with them. But, yeah, Barb Miller came down and she gave a little bit about her story and let us know that she's making $3 million a month.
What? In sales. In team volume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's still a lot, right?
Yeah, it's huge. I know two more million, then she'll be a master affiliate.
Yeah.
What? Which is the highest rank in the company.
Which is what Judy is, right?
No, Judy's super and Barb's super. And so because there's people that have reached super affiliate, Josh opened up one more rank that's higher, and it's master affiliate. And to get that, you have to do $5 million a month in BV in team sales. And when you do that and hold it for 3 months, your bonus is $500,000.
Oh my gosh.
Bonus. And your maintenance bonus for maintaining master affiliate is $100,000 a month.
Oh my gosh.
On top of all your other benefits and stuff. It's crazy. So, yeah.
Hey, I was happy just to get my global bonus today.
Okay.
I was excited.
No, that's awesome. Just for building your business.
Yeah. Was an extra $100 in my pocket anyway.
Well, yeah. Awesome.
So the first day they did a product, like an informational meeting and testimonies, and then a little bit about the business opportunity. They had people there that were 50K and 25K and 10K, and they all gave like a testimony. And I'm telling you, they were very, some of them were really moving testimonies. I mean, they were great. And they did their best to give them compliant. So they were compliant, but a few of the words slipped out. But it was really nice to hear from these people and the effect that the product has on their health and their well-being. And I think the people there that weren't in Hempworx were probably really moved by the testimonies. And then they went into giving also testimonies about the business and how the business has affected their lives, you know, improved their lives being in this business. So it was a neat day just to listen to all that. And, you know, pretty much they went over the business opportunity, not real in depth at all, but just enough to get people interested. And then they were signing people up in the back. I think it took about maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Would you say, Randy?
Can you hear me? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah, Yeah, it was probably about 2.5 hours. But some of the things like Karen was, kind of touching on is hearing some of these people's stories and testimonials. To hear a guy talk about being on all types of medication and having all these different ailments. Trying to be compliant as well here, but to the point to where it was affecting not only his family life, but being able to provide for his family, like his livelihood, and to just being on this product and it basically changed his life. Like he lost 100 pounds, like he's back to work. So, I mean, just to hear his testimonial was pretty. And then to go on top of that and to hear some of the people who were up front, as far as, like Stacy, I think her name was Stacy McIntyre or McGuire or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about it saved her marriage.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. Because she said her husband was really, really moody. So with him being on the Hempworx products has really helped with that. Another lady talked about with her autoimmune diseases or complications that she's having, her and her family really haven't had the extra money to do anything. And within the past year or so, I believe she said they've been on about 5 different vacations. So, I mean, that's just basically like a business thing, but it was, it was nice. It was moving. Like I said, the informational side coming from a couple of the people about the systems of the body that it actually works with was good for me, only because I have like a little bit of a personal training background, and just hearing how that actually works with the body's systems that are there. It's pretty, I found that very informative.
Yeah, wasn't she? I think she was had been to nursing school, so she was real informative about how it works, how the endocannabinoid system works. She explained it really well, I thought. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was kind of the first day. And after that, the next day was the training, which was only for affiliates. And they gave us a lot of good info on, working Facebook the right way and getting the interaction. And a couple things that they told us was, I got notes here. They told us whenever you have a new member join your team, you should post it on your personal page and welcome them. Welcome them, and that shows people that are following you that you're actually building the business. I thought that was a good tip.
That's a good point.
Also, of course, we've heard this before about making your personal page public. They really pushed that one. They basically said that having a business page was a waste of time. That's what they said, because it's very hard to get a business page seen. So you're better off doing your public personal page. And one of the big things, which I just started doing, was go through all your friends on Facebook and comment on their page. That will get you seen in their newsfeed. And the one lady that was telling us to do that had 1,200 friends, and she goes, it took her 3 days, but she did it. Commented on every friend. So I have started doing that. I have. And I've noticed what?
Can I clarify on that a little bit, Karen?
Yes.
She said to make sure you're commenting.
Yes, commenting.
Maybe even ask an open-ended question so that you receive an answer. The reason I say that is because just a thumbs up or a like on somebody's post isn't necessarily enough to change that, what do they call it, algorithm or whatever through Facebook. So it has to be a comment on their actual post or on their personal page.
Correct. Right. Thank you. I knew I brought you on for some reason. Hey, everybody, Randy's my brother-in-law, so he's family. This was a good line, and I tried this too, and I already got 2 customers from it. This line to put on your Facebook. Seriously, who of my Facebook friends has not tried CBD? That's all you say, and see what kind of comments you get. I got several. I got 2 customers. I got one that came into my house and bought something today.
That's awesome.
Well, it worked. They also said buy a sample pack so you can see the emails that the company sends out. she said they're really good, which I've never, has anybody else on here seen the emails that they send out when they do the sample packs?
I have a screenshot of what they're about,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't actually received them. But let me see if I can find it. Keep talking, and then I'll
Okay. I thought that was a good idea because I would like to know what they're sending out. Yeah, that's a good idea. The other thing, of course, and we've talked about this before, was getting a domain. That was another thing that they pushed and just suggested that that's a good idea because of the Hempworx. Like I just have it on the back of my car, and now I'm changing it because I don't want, people to going to hempworx.com and me losing a customer. So that was something we've also talked about before. They also suggested buying an 800 number. I checked into that. I think GoDaddy was the cheapest, which was $9.99 a month. But you can also go, and this was another suggestion I didn't even know about, was Google Voice, which is free. And it's a voice text app as long as you are on Wi-Fi. That and it gives you a phone number, and it'll connect to your personal number. So I thought that was kind of neat. There's another free app for you that you can use if you don't want to use your own phone number, say on your business card or on your car or whatever. Another thing they talked about was events, doing events. What I like, this was another line they gave, which I'm doing an event this weekend, so I'll be using this line. When people come up to you and ask you what's different about Hempworx as opposed to buying it at a dispensary or buying it at a health food store or buying it online from somebody else, the answer that they gave is, besides telling them how our product is better, everybody knows our product's the best, and you can explain that to your potential customers. But this line was perfect. This product also has an opportunity attached to it. Not every CBD product does. So I thought that was a good one. I underlined that several times because I'm going to use it this weekend. Another thing they talked about, because we had several questions about wholesale and buying wholesale to sell at events. And this was another great idea. They said to set up a dummy account to buy bulk, but don't buy wholesale, buy the executive packs, because the BV is the same. It's 400 BV for the wholesale pack and 400 BV for the executive pack. And the executive pack, you can get variety. You can choose which products you want, as opposed to the wholesale, which you have to spend more money for, and you only get to choose one product. So I thought that was another good idea too. Anybody? Any questions? What are you thinking? Good ideas?
Yeah, sorry, I muted everyone because they'll have to unmute. But I found the screenshot that I took that has the follow-up campaigns for the sample program. And this was a long time ago, so hopefully it's still the same. But the drip campaign emails, 5 reasons to join Hempworx today, CBD versus THC, what's the difference? 9 celebrities who endorse CBD oil. This might surprise you. Hemp-infused coffee and keto coffee creamers now available. Pure CBD oil versus fake CBD oil. Here's how to tell the difference. The president signed the Farm Bill, big news for CBD industry. A video, CBD rap video about Hempworx. So I guess they send that out. Refer 3 and get your CBD products for free. So they must send an email about that for customers. Earn up to $200 per referral when you send to Hempworx. So I don't know what that one's about.
I've not heard that.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that one.
Okay.
Start your own CBD business from home in just 10 steps. Hempworx from 10 million to 100 million in 1 year. And then it says preview. Use these 2 pages to get paid on the green rush. personal message from Jenna Zweigel, founder of Hempworx. Refer 10 people on CBD, earn 10,000, earn 2,000. Follow these 10 steps. You're missing this. Commissions, training, leaderboard, and more. Quick questions. So that's the drip campaign that gets sent out to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty informative.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that just to see what it's like. So another thing they do at, they were recommending to do at events was instead of, I mean, you can give out your business cards, but they were saying, what happens to business cards? People lose them most of the time. So they had one lady that what she did was, instead of, well, she gave them a business card, but she also she pulled her phone out and put them into the BizOps site, got all their information and put them in the BizOps site.
Right then and there.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
The other thing was, for your customers that you have now, they said to go look up their volume and let them know for $20 they can become an affiliate. But I was trying to figure out how to, excuse me, how to do that. How do you look up your customers' volume? Like somebody that's been ordering for, say, 6 months.
No, it's just for the current month. So you look and see how much they have that current month. So let's say they ordered 100. Let's say they have 100 BV that they've already ordered. Then you say, oh my goodness, for $20 more, you can be an affiliate and you'll be at the director level.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Now that makes sense.
They made a couple of purchases in the month. They might be,
Right.
That's how it works. It's at the current month. So you can see in your contact manager. Go to your contact manager, and then you can see.
Okay. That makes sense then. I was trying to figure that out today. They did talk about Bed Bath & Beyond coming out with some CBD products, but they're going to be diffusing CBD. And they said diffusing CBD doesn't work because CBD molecules are heavy, so they don't actually get dispensed into the air, which was good to know. And also, one of the ladies had bought one of the pet oils at Bed Bath & Beyond, and it actually said on the bottle, it had a flammable warning on it.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, okay, that's not good. So a couple other things, of course, we've talked about doing live videos, and I have not done that yet, but I'm going to get up the courage to do it. And watch parties. They said watch parties are so popular right now. In fact, we had a guy, remember that guy, Randy, that was talking about, he went to that social media thing?
Steve?
Yeah, Steve, yeah.
Yep.
He went to a social media, event, and he's big in on YouTube. And he said watch parties are hot stuff right now. That's the big thing. So, and Randy made a good impression. Tell him what you did, Randy. When they were talking about Facebook?
Oh, yeah, it was towards the end of the thing there, and all their training is strictly, or the majority of it for social media had to do around Facebook. And I was like, just because my son, I have a stepson who's 25, and he doesn't use Facebook very often, and I happened to ask him why one day, and he's like, oh, that's just for old people. As soon as I said that, you thought everybody lost their mind because the room kind of blew up. It was like,
yeah, what? The room erupted.
Yeah. So
that was pretty funny.
I never really got an answer. They just said to make sure, if you're good with social media, to spread it across all platforms. Instagram and Facebook, I believe, are both owned by Facebook, so you can tie those two together. Like she was saying, Steve is big on YouTube, so he got some of his following that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would, if you guys have a chance. I can't remember his last name. If I get a chance, I'll look it up and maybe post it. I think it started with an M, but he's a retired Marine. Dude's full of charisma. But yeah, I think that's how he started his. And like she was saying, he also went to a social media event in Vegas. And yeah, he was saying YouTube's big. in right now, LinkedIn is even big too. So if you have a LinkedIn account, you can also use that.
Right. And then I was trying to remember the one other thing, my other note on, can't think of it. I'll look it up. Anyhow, that's about all I have until I find this other one. So if you want to open it up, like questions or anything like that, Laura?
Yeah. You guys, if any of you have a question, unmute yourself and ask away.
That one other social media outlet that Jenna talked about is called MeWe,
Yeah.
MEWE, and I've gone on that, and I've gotten quite a few people asking questions from that. It's not a lot of followers, but it's a new form because Facebook is doing the algorithms and screwing up many people's pages.
Okay, I have a question. I'm going to be doing a Latino fair next week in Ontario, and you talked about putting the clients in the Biz app site. You're referring to the one where they take the tour, correct?
Right.
Not the one that's on the phone, not the app that's on the phone that we pay monthly for.
Right.
So
Where they take the tour.
Okay, that would be really easy because typically what I do is I have a sign-up sheet for a drawing or something at the event. So instead of doing that, I could just plug them right into that and say, you'll get an email. I mean, what do you tell them? You'll get some information about the company?
Right.
Yeah?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's really good.
That's what I thought. Really good idea.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause that would definitely save you from screwing up and losing somebody's number who is a hot prospect. Right, Pamela?
Yes,
Ooh.
it was me. It was me. And Laura was there to witness it. But Shelley, you could still do a drawing with that too. Just pull it up off your contact manager.
That's true.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that as well. And, setting up the dummy account to buy bulk, that's a really good idea as well. I actually set up my husband. He's not a dummy, but I set up a dummy account for him. And sometimes he's a dummy. But that might be a problem for some people.
Nice because I'm on here.
My husband is 36 years and he's very nice. But what I was going to say is, I mean, that's a good idea, except for those people who have they only use certain number of emails and things. They match emails with, so you can't sign up all these people. Isn't that correct with the company? In other
Yeah,
words,
but it's easy enough to just go to Gmail and create another email,
Oh, that's true. I guess I'm just not, sly enough about this stuff. So
You have to be sneaky.
I guess. Okay.
I found the other thing I wanted to mention. When they were talking about events, the one lady that was talking about events had been doing some at an assisted living.
Really?
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. And she, I asked her how she got in there. How did she get into the assisted living? Well, I guess they had like a craft show thing, and she ended up there with the CBD, and then they asked her to come back to do like an informational event for the seniors there. And she also does a lunch and learn where people come and bring their lunch and sit and, she does an informational meeting about that. So I thought those were two good things. In fact, what happened was I was looking for events and I came across a senior citizens health event, and I emailed them. And she called me and she said, well, we're not sure, because of Ohio right now, not sure whether we want, somebody, I have to talk to the director, she said, because it's so controversial. So I said, okay, well, that's fine. And so I got a call today and they said, oh, we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you talk about CBD to our seniors. So I'm in for May for that.
That is
Awesome.
awesome.
So there's a place I never really thought about, the senior citizen centers, or they put in health fairs and stuff like that. So I thought that was a good idea.
Perfect. Any other questions?
I wanted to go back and ask, and I forgot the gentleman's name, Randy. You talked about at the event, there was somebody who had lost weight and was feeling a lot better.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more? I mean, did he imply that the CBD helped lose weight?
I think it's probably an overall health thing. He didn't necessarily apply or imply that it was a weight loss thing. I think it's probably helped him with his health issues, got him off of some of the medication. I know in the past, sometimes if you're on like heavier medications, you're a little bit more lethargic. You're not going to move as much. Some of the side effects, are hunger, things
Right.
like that. So, you're probably eating more. It also sounded like he was depressed. So I'm sure that, added on.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually imply that that was the reason he lost weight. But I'm assuming it was just it made him feel better overall. Like
Well,
I said, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, my thought was that, if your body's in balance and it's feeling better, then your body's not going to crave all the things that you typically would want to crave when it's out of balance, causing you perhaps to overeat or eat the wrong foods. So that's what I'm thinking might help as well with the weight loss issue.
Right.
So, oh, that's good. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Anyone else? Okay. I'm going to do a screen share here because Karen sent me a handout that let me see if I can get it up.
Yeah, they give this handout to to people at events.
Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you guys read it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they hand this out to people, and there's a lot of great info in here. The only bad thing is they say dose instead of serving size, but I'm going to put it in the file section
Okay.
of our group and just read through it. Because when I was reading through it, I'm like, oh, this is good just to make a post from,
Yeah.
So you can just like read one of these paragraphs and go, oh, I'm going to make an informational post about that.
Right. Yeah.
So there's like good info in here. So I'll post it into the file section of our group, and then you guys can each read it. And yeah, I think you'll like it. So thank you, Karen, for sharing that.
You're welcome.
May I ask another question?
Absolutely.
Okay, we talked about going to our friends' pages and making a comment on all of our friends' pages so that it creates the interaction that we all need for the algorithm. Should we be commenting on one of their, I know commenting on one of their posts is good, but are you talking about commenting actually on their page, going to their timeline and writing a post?
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were saying. Go to their page, comment on something on their page, and it'll make it so you show up in their news feed then.
But the comment would be something relative to them, not necessarily right? Not,
Correct. Right.
It's a
Yeah.
comment on one of their posts, Shelley. So you
Yeah.
I didn't hear you, Laura.
It's a comment on one of their posts. Somebody has a dog barking.
Not mine.
Oh, sorry, it's me. Let me mute myself.
Okay. So you would go to their Facebook wall, their page, and the profile, and then scroll down and find a comment, a posting that they did.
And comment on that.
Comment on that.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you
And
get
I
a couple of them, and then they'll see you, and then it might trigger them to go, oh my God, Shelley, I haven't seen her. What's she up to? And go to your wall as well and see what you've been doing. And then also when you post, you're more likely to show up on their newsfeed.
Right.
Okay.
And every morning I go to my side that has the birthday notifications, and I send out a happy birthday, just a one line, happy birthday to you today, have a great day, hope all is well. And they usually always thank me, and then I go, hey, what are you up to? Not much, what are you up to? Well, yeah. So you get about 3 or 4 dialogues back and forth, and then you can say, yeah, I've just started this business, or I'm feeling good. And, it really does. Every morning I make sure I do that. And every morning I go to that one piece that says mutual friends, and I click on it, and I friend people who are mutual friends of mine. And when they accept me, I go, well, gee, thanks so much. I see that you're friends with Terry. Oh my gosh, she and I were old, classmates together, or we were in sorority together, whatever. And then it just starts. And, that's how your friends grow, how your page grows.
And then along that line, if you want to use Messenger to connect with people, then what you definitely want to do is use the voice feature so that you're talking to them instead of typing it out, so they can hear your voice, they can hear your intonation. Because a lot of times when you type something, it comes out differently than what you're meaning. And so using the voice, you just press down on that little microphone and just talk away. I think you can do it for a minute before it cuts you off. And then, like, if you get a new friend, then you can go to Messenger and say, oh, hi, Susie, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. I can't wait to get to know you better, blah, 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 And then they hear you and they know you're a real person.
And when you were talking about the watch parties, any video that's up that you see, you can click at the bottom, it says watch party, and then it starts, even though somebody else is doing the talking, what goes up on your page is that you are doing this watch party, and then people join. So after every watch party, at the side, you can make comments too, but at the side, there's a list, a running list of people join. So I take my cursor at the very bottom, and I highlight and scroll all the way up, and I copy it, and I put that in my notes. And like I was telling Pam today, that's one goal I'm doing this week. I probably have, honestly, I've been, not good the last couple of weeks, because I have tons going on in my life. But anyways, I probably have 150 people who have joined a watch party about CBD. So all I'm going to do is ask an open-ended question. Oh, I saw you were on my watch party. What did you think? Have you tried it? They wouldn't join and watch it for the 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Some of them are 30 minutes long. And it doesn't say that they dropped out. It says that they joined. So many of them are watching and listening for 30 minutes about CBD. So obviously they're interested. So there's your prospect right there.
Right.
So where are you getting the videos that you're using?
They're on your page because you are friends with some other people. Like Jenna did one. So she was doing her makeup thing, and she talks about CBD. She's a riot to watch in the morning. So
I saw that one, yeah.
You share it. Underneath, when she comes up, there's a share button, and you share it. It brings it to your page, and at the bottom it says watch party. And then you click on watch party, and then it becomes your watch party that people join in who are on your page.
Yeah, and I just want to throw, Michelle's found some really good ones, but I know I have found some good ones.
Hi, Linda.
So Candace Bird
Davis.
Yeah, and Bird is BYRD.
I put that on there today. She was phenomenal today.
Oh my God, you should see her on stage. She's amazing. But not only does she do really good lives, but also some of her people do really good lives. And those will show up on her page. Yeah. So if you just watch your page, you can click on those videos and it'll say start watch party. In fact, since now I'm off of the clock with my regular daytime job, as soon as we get off here, I'm going to start a watch party for something, and I'll probably go to her page to pick one up.
Yeah.
To whose page? What was her name? Michelle?
It's Candace, and then Bird, BYRD, and then last name Davis, DAVIS. She's a kick and a half. She's amazing.
Thank you.
Are you on our group, We Dream Big?
No.
Kelly, are you
that's
on
just
there?
our private chat.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know. So maybe what I'll do when I share some of those, I always share to We Dream Big and the Powers CBD group. I'll share to you, Laura, and then the rest of these people will get it from you, right?
Or you can put it in Master Affiliate Destination.
Master Affiliate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll make sure when I share those, I always share with We Dream Big, but then I'll share with Master Affiliates too.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to see, because at the bottom, it's a brand new thing. It's probably, I don't know, Pam, 3 months old, these watch parties?
It hasn't been around that long, but it's really great because you can use somebody else's energy, like especially if you don't have the time. And when you start a watch party, you do not have to sit in front of your computer. I started one last night that just said, hey, for those of you that can't sleep, I started the watch party and I went to bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I needed to sleep.
And then Pam, do you go back and copy the names of the people that joined?
I have not yet.
You got to
but-
do that, girl. You got to do that. One more thing, one more list of things. But honestly, what I did is I drag it up. I open Apple. Well, I'm a Mac girl. Open Apple C, and then I open up my notes, and I put watch party participants. So I probably have 10 days of watch party participants in there, and there's my perspectives. That's who I'm going to start sending out some links to. So, what?
Good idea.
My son just called me a Facebook creeper. So maybe I am, I don't know. But
It's okay.
his face does not look like a creeper face, okay? I'm a teacher. What can I say?
And another big thing to use is Facebook stories.
Yes.
Stories are big.
So when you click that public, because everyone that I've listened to, I firmly believe that you have to go public. And Judy Stallings did a great live today, and she said, if you're not going to go public, you're not going to do good in this business. So get over yourself as far as not having people look at your pictures. If you want, then start another one that is more private. But if you want people to do it, you have to go public. And then right underneath, after you make a post, it says view public, and then underneath it says Michelle's story. I always click that. So it goes into my public, and it also goes in my story page.
So what's the advantage of the story versus just a post?
Because you can click on, I'm sorry, anybody else?
Oh, I was just going to say
You know
the
what?
stories hang there for 24 hours.
Right.
So whatever you've posted is going to be visual for people for 24 hours. Whereas if
Okay.
you post on your news feed, it just
It's like gone. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the nice thing about that is if you click where it says Michelle's Stories, there's an arrow and it'll go Michelle's Stories. If you haven't done it, Pam, but if let's say you did, Pam's story. It's all of my friends' stories so that all those people are watching mine too for the 24 hours. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. No, I have done some, but I didn't know what the advantage was. So that's the strategy. That's good to know.
And with stories, you can scroll and you can see everyone who's seen your story.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
You clicked on it and seen your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
If I can
cool.
add- if I can add on that one, the first post I made the other day, I did it like she said, where you can add it to your story, and not just my post. The post on my personal page barely got any response whatsoever. However, my story had like almost 50 people looked at it or seen it.
Wow. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But definitely use Facebook stories to their advantage. And if you're on Instagram too, Instagram has Instagram stories too. Instagram's a whole nother big open place to do things. I'm not very good on Instagram.
I know. I'm on Instagram, and I post, but I'm not sure what I'm doing yet on that. It's different than Facebook. So
Yeah.
I need to do some learning on that.
I need to get my kids to do it for me, or my grandkids.
Oh, the kids need to do Twitter. Kids are all over Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
those-
another
But those
option.
tweets don't last long. They're only on for a certain amount of time too, and they're gone. And you only can do 50 digits,
I
so you
thought it
can't
was
write a lot,
140.
right? What is
No,
it?
140.
140.
Yeah,
And
they
then
just
Brian
stopped
just
it.
said Snapchat too is another one.
Yep.
Snapchat.
Snapchat's big. Yep.
Yeah. We need one of those youngsters to give us a tutorial on all of these.
Oh no.
Maybe you could get Dylan to do that, Randy.
I'll see. I can never talk down long enough to give me any information.
Well, the beauty is, you guys, you can find anything on YouTube. So you
Yes.
can go to YouTube and search
Yeah.
it, and you'll learn everything you need to know. Everything's there on YouTube.
Oh my God! Did you guys see Diana's note on the chat?
I did. She's a riot.
They're the same thing. Yeah, they're going to be the same thing. And I was listening to somebody the other day who was talking about that. It was a marketer, talking about direct marketing. And he said, if you're not using emails, you're doing something wrong too. He said, because you don't, if Facebook and Twitter, when they merge, if they see your algorithms are not right and they block your Facebook page, you no longer can see any of your friends. But if you have all of their information on emails, you've not lost all of your contacts. If they block you for some strange reason, then you've lost all your contacts on Facebook.
Wow.
If you transfer them from Facebook to email, then you still have a running list of people who are on your page.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a way too that you can, all your friends, you can download them and print them all off. If you research that on Google, it'll tell you all the steps you need to do.
Oh, okay.
You can print everyone off. Yeah. Anyone have anything else?
This has been some really good info tonight.
I agree.
Really good. Thanks, Karen.
Oh, you're very
And
welcome.
Randy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you, Randy.
I saw Josh just posted in the official group that one of the packages got returned.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Golden ticket, $1,000.
No way.
Yep.
Because I was
Wow.
wondering, has anybody heard of anybody who did get the golden ticket?
Are we talking for February?
No, for last year.
For March. I posted the question because we never heard anything about, where's the list of the people that won or whatever, so we could get
Right.
excited about it. And so
Yeah.
when he said the package was returned, he meant that she just said, hey, I got the ticket, right? Not that it was a
They
sale?
returned it. They returned
She
the whole
never opened it?
like they did.
Oh my God.
They never opened it.
An
Yeah.
affiliate that said no, thank you, I don't want to do this, or with a customer that said
Oh my God.
no.
That's how I first took it, but then I thought, no, there's no way that he could mean that.
Yeah, no, he did. With the comment, he said, like, you got to stay in the game. You don't just send.
So-
I
So
Oh,
who
that's
was the
horrible.
woman that was holding the ticket?
think it was just a staffer.
Oh man.
So this was the contest where if you bought the bath bombs,
Yeah, they added it when they brought the bath bombs out. But it
Right.
started March 1st, and there were going to be certain number of golden tickets that went in, and then when the bath bombs were introduced, they turned into bronze
Green.
tickets or
It was a green ticket in the
Green
bath
ticket.
bombs,
yeah.
but the other tickets were all month long in March. If you bought
Right.
a package, if it was a builder package, it was a certain color and a certain.
I'm telling you, when my boxes came, I ripped them apart. I looked at every nook and cranny, thinking, because it might be in that envelope or that thank you thing might be attached to that. Nah, it wasn't any of them.
well, was it a ticket or, I mean, it was as a ticket.
Yeah,
It was the winning
It was pretty
ticket.
big.
yeah,
Yeah.
It was a big ticket, so it
It
can't
was a
get
big
lost.
ticket. You'd recognize it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I looked through mine too. I'm like, what? Where is it?
Oh my God.
They must never have opened it and just refused it at the door or something from UPS or from post office.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, sad state of affairs. Mhm.
Yeah. So, and I wonder how many people actually got a ticket and then never did anything with it. Because
Or
you have
didn't
to
know.
have the
Yeah,
company saying that you have the ticket.
yeah. Because I just noticed that on the Easter egg one at the very bottom, it says, if you get one, email the company, and it gives the email to email for your prize.
Right.
But what a great illustration of don't quit. In
Mhm.
whatever it is that you're doing,
Yeah.
don't quit when you're 2 seconds from gold.
Yeah.
3 feet
Yeah.
from gold.
Yeah.
3 feet
Um,
from gold.
Yeah.
Judy Stallings also today, and this really kind of rang true to me, talking about being consistent and staying in for the long haul and being having the commitment and the passion. Her first year, she didn't make. I think she said she made $600.
Uh-huh.
First year,
Company. Yeah.
her first year, doing what? Yeah, in network marketing. But she stayed the course, and look where she is now. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it isn't something. It isn't a fast get rich.
No,
you know.
because and people are watching you too. They're
Yeah.
watching you to
Yeah.
see if you're staying, if they can trust you, if they, if you're really going to be in there and be a leader or, be their person, if they want to be a customer, they want to make sure that you're going to stay with the company and stuff like that. So you may not, get an order this month, next month, the next month, but they'll come out of the woodwork. All of a sudden you'll get an email or a message from someone saying, okay, I saw your post. I want to order, such and such. Like I just had yesterday, a friend that I've known from Coldwell Banker for years. And she had messaged me a long time ago wanting something, but then never did anything. And then out of the blue, she just messaged me after she saw the post I made with the hands, the red hand thing,
Oh, yeah, the rash.
the rash.
Mhm.
And so she bought Relief and Renew for her husband because of that. So make sure you guys post testimonies on your timeline. So make sure you're all in Sandy's compliant testimony group and share testimonies from there. And if it doesn't have a picture with it, get a picture to put with
Find a picture.
it'll attract people's attention more if they see the picture. And you can get
That was
from
a
Google.
perfect picture you did today, Laura, too, on the head throbbing.
Oh,
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I used that one.
yeah. So, yeah, and if you guys ever want to use anything off my wall,
Same with mine too. Yeah, that's the key to this is so duplicatable that
Right.
but just if you cut and paste it, just make sure it doesn't have somebody else's link on it. So if it does, and we haven't been able to reach out to our Pam, our resident editor, you can just save that to your photos. Like, let's say you can't get a hold of Pam, save that to your photos, and then there's a crop button. Just crop up until their email is gone, and then save the picture that way. And then you could add your email underneath it in your post.
And if you're going to put links, if you want to share your website, it's always better to put it on a photo and not put it in your post because Facebook doesn't like links like that. So you're
okay.
be shown as much.
Okay.
So if
Yeah, they mentioned about putting. They had mentioned about putting the link in a comment underneath your post.
Do or no? Do it or not do it?
Do
it?
Yeah, I've done that.
rather than putting it in your
in the post. Yeah.
Okay. So I also listened to John and Nadia today for a little while. And here's a couple things. I have these notes too that I'll share with you, Laura, too. And I'll put on our We Dream Big. Keep in touch. You are not a businessman. Well, he was talking businessman or businesswoman. You are not a businessman. You are a businessman. And he said, Brian just said the same thing. It's a Jay-Z line. But he said, you're not a businessman, but you are a businessman. So, I mean, that if people know Jay-Z, like, my son was watching, he'd say, oh, that's a Jay-Z line. And now there's a connection to you, Jay-Z, to whatever, And he said, follow up and close it. It takes time. It's a patient thing. They don't, just because they just haven't bought it yet. And he put in large letters, Y-E-T. He hasn't bought it yet. And they haven't joined your team yet. You have to think long term. It's an art and a science, and follow up with scripts. Here's a couple scripts he gave us. Hey, what did you think? Hey, what did you like best about that watch party? And would you like? And what would you like to do? What would your next step want to be? And he talked about having group chats are a big thing. And Laura just mentioned that too. Just follow it with your passion, and when people start to trust you, and they will come to you. If you put it out there, they'll come to you. And if you're passionate with what you're posting, then it's a relationship you're building with them before they've even said, "Hey, I'm interested."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes what I've done too with my posts is if I see I'm getting a lot of action on my post, and maybe there's a lot of people that have liked it or commented, but I haven't connected with them in a private message, I'll wait till there's like a whole bunch of action on that post, and then I'll put my link in a comment, because then everybody's going to get the notification of that.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
And they can go back and see it.
Now, I just remembered another thing. I forget who said this, but they said, like, we have that one page that we can put our link on and ask for people to go comment, right? Well, when she does a post, she calls her mom, her husband, her sister, and has them all make a comment on there so that it's, it's showing up. The more comments you get, the better it is. So I thought that was a good idea too. I'm gonna start utilizing my mom, my sisters, my daughters.
Your
But
brother-in-law.
and people might catch on to that though if they see the same people all
Same
the
people, that's true.
relatives or whatever. But I love that Heart and Soul support page
Yes,
because
that's
if we
amazing.
keep adding all of our new affiliates to that, you're going to get a good cross section of people that are willing to jump on and do that.
Yeah, we need
And
more
that
people
really
on there.
helps.
Yeah, that's a great. I think I added you to that, Randy.
Yeah, you did. To add on to your comment there, I think that she said something within the first 90 minutes.
Right.
Because if it's like 5 or more people, Facebook notices that as like it's a hot post, so they'll keep it current.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So more people will see it. It won't just like fade away.
Yeah.
Good.
Good information.
Yeah, and it doesn't all just have to be, CBD posts and stuff. It can be
Right.
any,
Right.
like, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would your dream place be? Where, make
Right,
it-
that's a great open-ended one. Yeah.
can be anything like that. If any food could be calorie free, what would you pick? I'm going to use that one. I haven't done that one yet, but I'm going to post that one because that gets people commenting, and then
Right.
so just stuff like that too. If you find something funny, post that. Everyone loves to laugh.
True.
And Todd Falcone said, do it 3 or 4 times a day, but definitely do one post after 7 o'clock at night. The majority of all people they're on Facebook after 7 o'clock at night. When the dinners are done, the kids are in bed, or homework's done, and then people are on Facebook then.
And I've always heard that too. And then I always think, okay, well, I have friends all over the country. So is that 7 p.m. right now, or is that 7 p.m. Mountain? Or is that
Oh boy, I think he's East Coast, so he's talking 7 o'clock East Coast.
I know, but if you have friends here, then if you're supposed to be posting at 7 p.m.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Then you should be posting 4 p.m. for us. So I'm like, are we posting lots of posts? I don't know. I always thought that was funny. I'm like, okay, what time zone are we talking? But anyway. Thank you. We have anything else, you guys?
Nope, we got 23 bullets of things that Karen shared with us, so I'll type these up and put them on the master affiliates.
Good.
Right. Oh, I know what else I wanted to say. As you can post in like yard sale groups, garage sale groups
Yes.
about the oil, and get leads there. Work from home groups, and anyone that you get there, put them in your funnel. Send your funnel there, your BizOp drips there. So basically, how Josh wants our business to work is, if you have someone who is thinking about ordering the product, but they're not real sure, get them a sample pack. Get them in the sample funnel. People who are, yes, I want to order, send them your customer link. People who are interested in the business, send them your BizOp link. So he just, point and click. He wants the biz to be, easy like that. Point and click. Everyone's going to follow into a category, and just click them in that way. And then if you have in your area, like where Shelly and I are, we have Temecula Talk, Marietta Talk, Temecula Marietta Talk, all those. And we have Merchant Mondays. And so you can post on Merchant Mondays. Do you guys have that in the other states?
Not that I know of.
So it's a local community talk page. Yeah. And so they just, in it, they ask questions or get recommendations and that kind of thing. So like our Temecula Talk has like 65,000 people in it. And on Mondays, on Mondays you're allowed to post business. And so I did the other week.
Bless you.
And then
Thank you.
Bless you. Shelly just did it last week in Marietta Talk. And how many leads did you get, Shelly?
I got about 97 people that posted on it. I offered a free bottle, a random drawing for a free bottle of 500. So then I met with the person. Now, Laura, I was going to send it out to her the way you suggested, but I didn't have enough in my credit wallet to do that. So I thought, well, if I meet the person, I'll give her what I have in stock. And this is a good way to meet the person and kind of make a connection that way too. So, but she ended up sending her husband, so we met in the parking lot, and I handed him the bottle and my business card, and then I followed up and I sent her a message with the instructions. So I'll continue to follow up with her. But in the meantime, I'm starting dialogue with some of the other comments. You have to be careful because, and Laura, maybe you can answer this, I can continue to go back to that same post and comment on some of the people that asked about it, correct?
Yeah.
Even though it's not Monday?
Yeah.
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 And when I posted it, and people, because what I said was something like, who would like to try CBD? I'm doing a drawing for a free bottle of CBD. Please, to enter in the drawing, please tell me if you've tried it or not and why you would want to try it for what situation. And so when people would put in things like, I need it for my diabetes, and I'd say something like, oh yeah, that must be tough to really deal with. So every time somebody made a post, I tried to keep up with it, but it went really fast because, I started it. The Temecula Talk one, I think you can't do it until after 4, but Marietta Talk, you can start Monday morning if you want. So all day long, people are posting on it. So I kept trying to go in and make a little comment on their comment, but it's hard to keep up with it if you've got other things to do. So, you can start dialogue and you may end up with 3 or 4 people you don't know. So you have to be smart about it because some people just want free things. So we just have to continue to follow up, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Right, exactly. And you can also private message people as well.
Exactly. Have you gotten any results from yours?
A few people are thinking about it.
Okay.
Nothing solid yet. But how I did it, you guys, for the winter, I keep money in my credit wallet. So if you don't know what the credit wallet is, go into Judy's group, Heart and Soul 2.0, under units, search credit wallet, and she explains it all. And so,
yeah, it's just it's a different place. You can either get it on the Paynor MasterCard deposit or directly into your account or the credit wallet. And then you can also split, I want, 200 of my commission in my credit wallet, the rest in my bank account. And then you have credit wallet, and you can register a new person on there because it says send your credit to whom, and it says, is there an enroller number or a new user? And if you do a new user, that person comes up if you're crediting, like I did that with a sample pack. I put in all their information, so now they're a preferred customer of mine, and I got that from my credit. I sent it from my credit wallet.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I use credit wallet. So if you have your money, so you can, put from your commissions any amount, transfer it to your credit wallet that you want, and then you go to dashboard and you'll see how much you have in your credit wallet. To use it, you click here, and then you put it in as a new user, and then it acts as a customer. So you get the jump start on it as well, and then you also have it as a new customer towards your 4 global bonus pool.
Right.
So it's a win-win.
Yep.
And you can also, if you have a customer that you think would be really great in the business, you can pay the $20 for them and upgrade them to an affiliate through your credit wallet right there, because I've done that as well. If you just want to, use it as a investor.
Yeah. That is a good way to do it, but I also think if you meet them in person, you can try to establish a connection, or something. You never know. I mean, you have to use all kinds of different strategies, I think.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's your business. You run it.
Right.
Whatever.
It's your business, man.
Right on.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I think that is it for tonight. We're right at 7 o'clock. Well, 7:01. We started at 6:01, so we're right here at an hour. I'm going to stop the recording.